village of Otutu among rocks and hills. Its residents living simple lives. One day, a beautiful stranger arrived, Iwali. She stepped into the village wearing a stunning pink African dress. Her smile lit up the entire surroundings. It was said that Iwali bought a small piece of land and built a beautiful round hut within 2 days. The villagers were astonished at her skill and speed, and rumors spread quickly. Some said she came from a distant land, fleeing an arranged marriage. Others whispered about a cursed family history. Every morning, Iwali sat outside her hut, cooking assorted stews and soup on an open fire. The aroma wafted through the village, enticing everyone. The villagers would gather, watching Iwali expertly prepare meals. Her hands moved swiftly, chopping vegetables and stirring pots. After cooking, Iwali pounded fufu with precision and strength. Her technique was unmatched. After pounding, Iwali would mold it and place it on a very wide wooden tray, and she would carry it on her head. Iwali hugged her fufu around the village. The soft, fresh texture and inviting aroma made it irresistible. The villagers clamored for her fufu, praising its quality, and Iwali began to gain popularity.
Chai, her fufu is so sweet and she's so beautiful like a goddess.
Honestly, her fufu is the best I've had in my entire life.
You can say that again. I thank the gods for bringing her to this land. May the gods continue to favor her.
Akuna, a businesswoman who had been in the fufu business for a decade, got angry when Iwali, a mere stranger, came into the village and became a rival.
Now, wow, is this fufu not soft enough? Is the aroma not good enough? What am I doing wrong? Why are they rushing her fufu? A mere stranger, taking over. Mbano, this is unacceptable. I must find out what she's putting inside her fufu. What is so special about that fufu? I must find out.
Akuna started sneaking around Iwali's hut, trying to discover the secret of her soft, sweet fufu. She did this for several days, but she discovered nothing. This got her even more angry. She changed the shape of her fufu to attract customers, but the villagers kept trooping to Iwali's corner. Iwali made so much money and the villagers continued to sing her praises. Unknown to them, Iwali harbored a very dark secret. She was a ghost. She had died few days ago in a faraway village. Iwali was the third wife of Okoro. He was a successful farmer with 3 wives, Ure, Nene, and Iwali. Iwali was his last wife and his favorite. She was the best cook. Her legendary fufu, soft and fresh as ever. The 3 wives would cook daily, and Okoro would eat only the food Iwali made. This made the other 2 wives, Ure and Nene, very angry.
My husband, you keep eating only Iwali food every day. Me, I don't understand you. I don't understand you.
If you want me to eat your food, learn to cook like Iwali. Her fufu is soft. It dey go down my throat, kule.
You must eat our food today. You must eat our food today. Look at all this big meat we put for you. You don't want to eat. You must eat. We don't like this thing you are doing.
Ure and Nene's anger grew into hatred. They started monitoring Iwali every day as she slept. One sunny afternoon, they moved close to Iwali. Slowly, they ganged up and strangled her. When Okoro found her lifeless body laying on the raffia bed, he cried and wondered what could have happened to his beloved wife. Ure and Nene also cried, pretending as if they didn't know the cause of Iwali's death. Her body was buried immediately, but her spirit and soul refused to rest, and that was how Iwali appeared in the village of Otutu, built a hut, and started selling fufu. Her business continued to thrive. She would go out daily, and the villagers would sing and chant,
Your fufu brings joy.
Some young men in the village even asked for her hand in marriage, but Iwali declined. One sunny afternoon, a village elder named Odudu approached Iwali's hut. He noticed something peculiar. Iwali's shadow seemed unusual. Odudu's curiosity grew. He watched Iwali pound fufu. Her hands moved swiftly, but her body seemed translucent. Odudu's eyes widened. Iwali, what are you? He whispered. Iwali's eyes locked onto Odudu. For a moment they stared. Then Iwali vanished. For a moment they stared. Then Iwali vanished. Odudu stumbled backward. He fell, gasping. Then he ran to the village square and gathered the villagers. Iwali is a ghost, he declared. The villagers exchanged nervous glances. How did you discover? They asked. Odudu explained, but the villagers demanded answers. They all marched to Iwali's hut, but she was nowhere to be found. As they all returned back to the village square, Iwali reappeared. She stood before the villagers. Her eyes gleamed. I was murdered, Iwali began.
By my husband's other wives. They envied my cooking, my husband's love.
Tears streamed down Iwali's face. The villagers listened, entranced. They debated. Some feared Iwali, others pitied her. Gradually tension eased, but questions lingered. Will her ghostly nature affect her fufu? They asked each other. So the elders decided to call a meeting.
Iwali is ghostly but harmless. She brings joy and nourishment. Let her stay. Yes, let her stay, yes.
So the villagers agreed. Iwali smiled, tears running down her eyes, and her heart filled with gratitude. Iwali's ghostly nature became fascinating. Customers increased. Iwali's fufu remained irresistible. Villagers grew fond of her, and she smiled often. Her heart, once heavy, lightened. She found purpose. Akuna, the rival fufu seller, watched Iwali. She saw Iwali's kindness. Akuna's heart softened. She approached Iwali one morning. Iwali, please teach me, Akuna asked. Iwali's eyes sparkled. Let's cook together. And so, their rivalry turned friendship. Harvest season arrived. Villagers prepared festivities. Iwali and Akuna collaborated. Their fufu and stew stole the show. The villagers cheered. Iwali beamed. Akuna grinned. Their friendship blossomed. One day, a stranger arrived, Iwali's former husband. He searched for Iwali. Guilt haunted him. He heard rumors about a ghostly fufu seller, and a voice kept telling him it was Iwali. So he journeyed to Otutu village for 7 days just to find out if it was really Iwali. As he arrived to Otutu, he asked questions, and he was directed to Iwali's hut. Okoro approached her hut. He saw her, glowing, pounding fufu. Tears streamed down Okoro's face. Iwali, my love, he whispered. Iwali's eyes locked onto Okoro, a mix of emotions, anger, sadness, and longing.
Why have you come? Your wives killed me. Nene Anure killed me.
I'm so sorry, Wally. I didn't know. They said you died in your sleep. I am very sorry. I should have protected you. I heard about a ghostly fufu seller in this village. That's why I came. Something kept telling me you were the one.
Iwali listened. Her heart, once heavy, lightened. Stay, Okoro, Iwali said. Help me with my fufu business. Okoro smiled. Gratitude filled his heart. And so he assisted Iwali. Together, they cooked. Their bond grew stronger. The villagers noticed and celebrated their love. Iwali's heart swelled with joy. Okoro's presence brought comfort. Together, they cooked and laughed, and their fufu business flourished. Years passed, and Iwali's business continued to thrive. The villagers respected her. Iwali's kindness inspired all of them, including men, children, and women who sought her counsel. Iwali's ghostly nature became a blessing. She helped those in need. The villagers gathered to celebrate her impact. Her eyes shone with tears of happiness. But few days later, she called Okoro aside. My love, I must move on. Okoro's eyes widened. Where? The afterlife, Iwali replied. My work here is done. Okoro nodded. I will join you soon. Later that evening, Iwali bid farewell to the villagers. Tears flowed. Akuna hugged Iwali tightly and thanked her for everything. Iwali smiled and said, keep my legacy alive. She spoke to the villagers for some minutes and then vanished into thin air. Okoro watched, with tears streaming down his eyes. He walked back to his village, and he exposed Uri and Nene, and the two wicked wives were both banished. Iwali's impact on the village continued after she left, showing the importance of leaving a positive legacy. Jealousy destroys. The destructive power of jealousy was evident in Uri and Nene. Forgiveness frees. Iwali forgave her murderers and those who wronged her, showing that forgiveness releases us from bitterness. Thanks for watching. Please like for more stories and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to share this story with your friends, your family, in fact, all your loved ones. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.